Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Pastor Eric Brown. Happy Saturday. I pray the Lord is blessing you real good right now. Look, just want to bring you a word of encouragement, something to help you along your way. And that word today is just know that God is working. Can I tell you that it may not be apparent to no one else that God is on your side? It may not be apparent to anyone else that God is moving for you. It may not be apparent to anyone else that God favors you, but you need to know it. You need to know it. You need to walk like it. You need to talk like it. You need to praise like it. You need to pray like it. And you definitely need to act like it. That God is on your side and He's working it out for you. The Bible lets us know in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, it says this in verse 17, that for our light afflictions, which is but for a moment, it worketh a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Then it goes on to say in verse 18 that while we look not at the things which are seen, but we look to the things which are unseen. For the things that are seen are but temporary, but the things that are unseen, they are eternal. Can I tell you, God is working out an eternal fix for you, or God is working it out that you will have an eternal victory, and God's going to start your victory even here on the earth. I'm reminded about the prophet Elisha. Elisha had been given the secret plans of the king of Aram to the king of Israel, that he might be able to prepare and ward off the attacks of the enemy. When the king of Aram got a hold of this knowledge, or he came to attack one man with a whole army. He came to attack Elisha with an army, with an army of chariots and horses. But I want you to understand how God was working it out even in the unseen, because Elisha's servant came out that morning and looked up at the hills and saw this great army that was surrounding them, and he ran back asking, what shall we do? And the man of God said, look, those that are with us are far greater than those that are against us. And he prayed that God would open his servant's eyes. Can I tell you, you need to open your eyes to the move of God. And you can't just look at what you see and be swayed by what you see, but you have to have a knowing in your heart, all that the Spirit of the Lord is nigh, and the Spirit of the Lord is working. And when that servant opened his eyes, opened spiritual eyes, he saw chariots of fire and horses and angels sitting upon them, ready to defend the man of God. I'm here to tell you, God has his spiritual army ready to defend you, working on your behalf, working things out on your behalf. God has his spiritual army going before you, preparing the way, making the crooked places straight. God has his spiritual army that is out there leading the way, that you might be able to go and have victory, or that you can have sweatless victory, because God is working in the unseen. Or can I tell somebody today that no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you're going through, no matter whether it be sickness, whether it be an emotional thing, where there be some distress, be it financial, be it physical, whatever it is, whatever is going on, whatever's in your way, the attack of the enemy, whatever's in your way, I'm just here to tell you that God is working in the unseen. And if God is working in the unseen, it may not yet appear, but when he is come, oh, you know that God is going to bring the fullness of the victory to you. It's coming from the unseen. It's coming from the spiritual. And when it comes to you, you're going to be able to give God all the glory, glory, glory. Look, you have a great Saturday. You have a blessed day. Know that God is working it out for you. Peace.